embarrassed by myself. I look like a 400-pound version of Conor McGregor. 400-pound version of Conor McGregor. Calorie McGregor. Getting ready for his upcoming fight with diabetes. Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. If you're wondering why I'm whispering, it's because I have 2 kids sleeping over there and a wife. Yeah, I got a wife. She's sleeping too. So this is how it's gonna sound. If you don't like it, kiss. Just kidding. Tonight, we're drinking a bottle of bond bourbon whiskey from the great state of Kentucky. That doesn't sucky. Colonel E.H. Taylor. It's so windy out. This bottled and bond bugger is yellow, so it's fun. It comes in a tube, which is tubular. That's dumb. It comes in a tube. It comes in a tunnel. It comes in a whiskey tunnel. And it just think there's a bottle inside the tunnel. And this is the small batch version. So it's 100 proof. It's aged at least 4 years. Like the food in my refrigerator. I never really looked at a lot of these labels until I'm talking to you about them. And then I read them and then I'm like, oh, friggin' funny. This is cool. Bottled and bond. 50% alcohol. Bippity bippity. There is a picture of, I'm guessing that would be E.H. Taylor, and he is wearing glasses because they didn't have contact lenses yet, and he is wearing a hat that has who knows what underneath it. Could be a rabbit, could be a jackalope. His beard is trimmed much better than mine, which is sad because this is the year 2020, and this photo was taken in the year nothing 20. He was finally groomed. Let's get down to the story, but before we do that, let's get down to the microphone turning off. The worst possible time. How dare you? That's like kneeling for the national anthem. Microphone falling off when I'm about to pop a cork. I'm about to pop a cork in your ass, bitch. My word, I am just a big ball of poop. Pretty much. Where was I? Oh yeah. Before we read the story, let's do a little America. That's nice. Put the cork back on. Oh, it smells nice. It smells kind of like a bingo. Now, let's do this properly, shall we? Get Colonel E.H. Taylor dizzy, I say. Get him dizzy. Oh, there he goes. You spin me right round, bourbon right round, like a bourbon baby right round, round, round. You spin me right round, bourbon. Oh, you fudged up. Ooh. That's a Twizzler pull and peel. That's a Twizzler pull and peel. The licorice that you pull in little ropes. Before you get sick of doing that, then you just eat it all. Should have been called the Twizzler peel for a minute and then stuff it in your mouth. Because that's what it did. That's what I do. I smell bad. As the founding father of the modern bourbon industry, Colonel Edmund Haynes Taylor Jr. left an indelible, I thought it said inedible, so I definitely had to reread that word 1,000 times. Blackberries legacy. His dedication to distilling began at the close of the Civil War when he purchased OFC Distillery, which we all know stands for Old Fat Cop, Old Fashioned Copper. There he developed innovative techniques that are still in use today. Good job. The wind is whipping out there. My 2-year-old said, "What's that sound?" I said, "It's the wind." And she said, "No, it's an elephant." I said, "It does sound like an elephant, but it's the wind." Then we argued about it for about 30 minutes. But it's definitely the wind. Made by hand and using some of Taylor's original methods, this small batch of bourbon whiskey has been aged inside warehouses constructed by him over a century ago. Wait a minute. Okay. I'm gonna be honest here. Before I shot this video, acid indigestion really nicking me in the throat. That's a rough bugger. It's how the finish is pure acid because my indigestion is kicked up thousands of notches. Probably shouldn't have drank on the indigestion question. Colonel Edmund Haynes Taylor. So he was a colonel. That was his thing. He was an army guy or something. He was in the military, we'll say. Colonel. Yeah, that's what that is. And then he purchased a distillery and developed techniques for bourbon. And then he apparently is a carpenter or a friggin', what do you call it? This will take me a few minutes to, a contractor. He was something, because he built warehouses where he aged the bourbon, and those warehouses are still being used today. That guy in that picture that is so old built the warehouses that are still being used today. I honestly couldn't build a brick house that would be standing when I was done with it. Which means it wouldn't be a very good one. Yeah. A little floral actually on the palate. I sound so sophisticated when I say floral on the palate. Floral on the palate. Sounds way more smarter than tastes like flowers on my tongue. But it tastes like flowers on my tongue. Yellow flowers. Yellow flowers that have the brown inside with like little squigs sticking out of it. Like little hairs. They're like in the middle. The middle's a fuzzy middle. It's got a fuzzy brown middle. You would pick them to give to your grandma. And she would say, "Why are you picking my flowers? I just planted those last week." And you're like, "Grandma, the last thing you planted was your fat ass on that couch 17 years ago when you gave up on life. Now shut up, I got you flowers." This is good. This is a bottled and bond small batch sipping whiskey that I sip and because I enjoy to sip it. Flowers, a little peppery. My toilet just runs whenever it wants to. It's like Forrest Gump of plumbing. I just felt like running. If you find one of these on the shelf, it's worth $40 for sure. It's a good quality, 100 proof, bottled and bond bugger of bourbon. Hit subscribe, leave a comment below, let me know if you would trust a colonel in the military to build a warehouse 100 years ago and then walk through it today when it's filled with heavy bourbon. It's a heavy thought, I know. My name is Matt, ADHD Whiskey, like I always say. Keep your head in the clouds, but your mind. I'm being a multifaceted colonel who can buy a distillery and build warehouses. That's it.